Hello and welcome to AMHQ Early. It is Monday, January 18th, 2016, Martin Luther King Day. Now, a number of you will enjoy the extended weekend. Today, a day on, not a day off for many. If you're doing any volunteering out there today, we've got to look at the forecast that you need and what you need to be wearing as you head out the door. Make sure the kids are bundled up if they are going outside especially the morning hours are going to be the coldest, but really through the day today. It remains pretty brutal out there with the cold. So Arctic air in place. It's dipped down into the south. Tonight is going to be a very cold night through the south and east. Tomorrow afternoon, not that great either here temperature-wise all the way down into northern Florida. You will feel it, and then we'll see it slide up into New England, and then eventually we'll start to moderate again by about midweek across the middle of the country. All right, speaking of the country, let's go coast to coast right now with Anna Rittis.
And good morning, Jen. We started in Michigan, which is out of that wind chill advisory. Kind of odd that it's not part of it, but that's where we start our weather coast to coast.
Oh, of course, and it always is. Weather factor this morning, too, in the Midwest. Let's take you out to St. Louis. We've got a wind chill advisory here, and in fact, through 10 o'clock this morning, talking more about the cold temperatures, actual temperatures in the single digits, but it's all about the feels like, right? And even not, a little bit of wind is going to knock down that feels like 6 below in St. Louis. So with another clear night today and tonight in store, we're going to be looking for the chill to be in place. Let's talk about what's coming next. So we're going to see disturbance in the mid to upper levels moving in from the Rockies, heading down here, dipping down into the southern plains. We will see a surface low develop. We got a midweek storm, but then we got a big story to talk about at the end of the week. So I'll just throw that out there that this is going to be a very busy week weather-wise. Watch this low first as we track the weather for you tonight into tomorrow across the plains. There'll be some snow showers out here leaving the Rockies, heading out into the northern plains. Cold air is in place, right? Sort of setting the stage. So we track that into Tuesday across portions of the Midwest, the Mississippi Valley. You've got some snow showers in the forecast, St. Louis, Indy, down into Arkansas, looking like it will be some rain. And then we track that same storm system on Wednesday, bringing some snow into the Ohio Valley, bringing a wintry mix, potentially down all the way into cities like Knoxville. And then this storm system is one we're going to track all the way off the coast by the time we get to the weekend. That is going to steal the show. That potential weekend storm will steal the show, I think, for the weather story that we're following. But we got a lot going on in the West, too. In the West, we've got one system after another with like a day break in between. We haven't had this many rainy days in a row for San Francisco in more than 20 years. So we're going to keep that trend going. We're also going to watch our next system diving in, bringing some snow through the Ohio Valley. Here's that next one in the making. You can see our northeastern storm continues, begins, I should say, on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, moving through the southeast, heading off the coast by Friday, and then by Saturday, we could be dealing with that falling snow, accumulating snow, very impactful for travel by next weekend. Details continuing to come in on that. In the meantime, we'll have more of what it's 19 minutes past the hour. Time to talk travel. Like that, it didn't look that cold there. No hat,
no scarf.
Up. All right.
It looks good. Not so good out in Boston, in New England. We check in on the travel conditions there. We take a live look at Boston on the left and Waltham, Mass. 95 on the right. You can notice you can't see the skyline at all. Very low visibility here.
Yeah, and that's where the snow is actually really coming down, accumulating here at least an inch or two, based on what we've seen, before when that line went through. This is interesting. The low pressure. I'm thinking it's talking about the camera or something else, but
they must be. I don't know if they could read the weather.
Of low pressure coming through.
Well, we know that 1,300 DOT crew members are out trying to clear the streets this morning because you've got snow if you're traveling into Providence, if you're traveling north into Nashua, New Hampshire. It's about a 2-inch snow that's already happened across parts of western Mass through Rhode Island. Western Rhode Island I saw came in with about 2 inches. So that's what we can expect as it goes through Boston this morning. And then you'll see by lunchtime it's lifting out, but temperatures aren't warming up that much. So, things will still be frozen on the roads, anything that wasn't cleared. In Florida, temperatures today, tonight, tomorrow are going to be below average. Look at Miami, 67 degrees. That's a high temperature forecast for today. We haven't seen air that cold in quite a while. Also in the west, it stays active. We talked about the pattern for San Francisco. We're going to see the snow continuing in the Sierra as well. Tuesday, we're going to watch our system diving down out of the northern Rockies, bringing some snow across Missouri. That swings on through parts of the Midwest. Even to the Tennessee Valley, we'll look for maybe a wintry mix. Coming through Atlanta, though, as rain, and North Carolina as rain as well. Then we get to our next system that, again, is going to take a similar track coming down out of the Rockies. We'll see on Thursday some rain through the south. That becomes our low pressure. That becomes the next big weather maker for the eastern seaboard. We'll see that move up along the east coast. There is the potential for a big snowstorm on Saturday. I want to highlight the word potential because there's a lot we've got to break down with this. We're still 5 days out, but we'll have more details, of course, as we get through today and the week.